This is my math homework number 6, Monday. Number 1, find the product. 35 times 867. Let's go and get started. Here's 867 times 35. For us to do this, we have to start with the ones, which is the 5. 5 times 7 is 35. I carry my 3. 5 times 6 is 30. Add 3 is 33. 5 times 8 is 40. Add 3 is going to be 43. So that's my first partial product. I like to erase the numbers up top so it does not distract me. I like to cross out the 5. Now we put our 0 because now we're moving to the tens place. So that's going to be our place value holder because it's not just 3, it's 3 times 10, which is 30. 7 times 3 is 21. I carry my 2. 3 times 6 is 18. Add 2 makes 20. I carry my 2. 3 times 8 is 24. Add 2 is 26. That's my second partial product. Let's go and add these partial products together. 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 1 makes 4. 3 plus 0 makes 3. 4 plus 6 makes 10. I carry my 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. I put a comma right there. And my product is 30,345. Let's move on to number 2. For number 2, we have to find the quotient. It's 1,979 is being divided by 13. 13 cannot go into a 1, so I put X. I know that 13 go into 19 ones because 13 times 1 is 13. When I subtract 9 minus 3, I get 6. And of course, 1 minus 1 is 0. I bring down the 7. So I need to know how many times does 13 go into 67. Let's go and try a few numbers. Let's try 13 times 7. 7 times 3 is 21. I carry my 2. 7 times 1 is 7. Add 2 is 9. So obviously 13 times 7 is too large. So let's go and try 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Carry the 1. 6 times 1 is 6. Add 1 is 7. That's still too large. So let's go and try 5. Let's go and erase this. And try 5 instead. So let's put 5 right there. 5 times 3 is 15. Carry my 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Add 1 makes 6. And that works. So I'm going to put a 5 up top. And we know that 13 times 5 is 65. I'm going to subtract and that will give me 2. I bring down the 9. And 13 can go into 29 twice. Actually, not twice. I'm sorry. I can go into it. No, I am twice. If you do it 3 times, that'll be 39. So it is going to be twice. And that will give us 26. And then if I do 29 minus 26, I'll get 3. Now here's the part. Now your answer could be 152 remainder 3 because there's 3 left. Or you can change this one into a decimal. But in this case, we'll just do remainder 3 as our answer. So that means that there's 3 left. Or you can write it as a fraction. You can say that there's 3 left, which is your remainder, out of 13. Because you're working with 13s. So that's your answer. For number 3, we have to find the sum. It is 543 and 5/10 plus 2 and 3/10. We know that 5 plus 3 is 8. Our decimal goes straight down. 3 plus 2 is 5. The 4 is by himself, and the 5 is by himself. So our answer, our sum, is going to be 545 and 8/10. The next one, we'll find the difference. It is 33 and 2/10 minus 5 and 3/10. I know that I cannot do 2 minus 3, so I'll borrow. And this is 12 minus 3, which is 9. Here's my decimal. I borrow in this case, and it'll be 12 minus 5. That will give me 7. And a 2 is by himself, so our difference is 27 and 9/10. For the next one, we're going to compare inequalities. Here's 4 and 1/100. We can compare that to 4 and 11/100. This is 4, that's 4, so that's the same. This is 1, that's 11. So obviously 11 is going to be greater. So 11/100 is greater than 1/100. The next one is 23 and 23/100. Let's compare that with 23 and 32 hundredths. 23 and 23 are the same. Here's 23 hundredths, that's 32 hundredths, and 32 hundredths is greater. Moving along, for the next one, the underlined digit is in the thousands place. So let's go and write this out though. And then we have 628, and then this is underlined. So when this is the tenth, is the first number after the decimal. Here is the hundreds, and this is going to be the thousand, so it's worth 8 thousandths because it's in the thousands place and it has a value of 8 thousandths. Lastly, 7 times, oops, I'm just going to write that again. 7 times 100 is going to be 7 with 2 zeros, which is 700. 7 times 10 is 7 with 1 0, so it's just 70. 7 times, here's the tricky part, 0.1. It's just 7, but it's going to have one number behind the decimal, so it'll be 0.7, which is 7 tenths. And the last one, 7 times 0.01. So it'll be 7, but now it'll be 2 numbers behind. So you need the 2 spaces, so that's 7 thousandths.